What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Kanal, aka Black Man Travels, man. Happy Friday night, fellas and ladies. Just decided at the last minute to do a live stream. It's been a busy week for me. So I felt like, hey, you know what? Why not close it out by just doing a live stream? I don't have any topic in particular. This is an open forum. Let's talk live stream. So if you guys want to join in and talk about what's on your mind, what you're going through or what you have plans for the upcoming year of 2025, let's definitely have this conversation, man. We're about to close out the year. Wow, next week is Thanksgiving, and next thing you know is Christmas. Then next thing you know is New Year's. So it's good to start planning out your year for 2025, what you plan to do, where you're trying to go, what you're trying to accomplish. Even though we're still in 2024, you still want to close out the year on a positive note. So either, this year has been a good year, a bad year, or a so-so year, you still want to close out on a positive note. I always believe that I never end the year on a negative thought mindset. And it's important that, we try to resolve any issues that we have in 2024 before we go into the 2025. So any ongoing issues that you may have, either be work related, personal life, medical, whatever, deal with it now. Don't procrastinate and wait until the following year to work on those things. So again, this is an open forum discussion. I'm going to talk about whatever comes in my mind, and I don't really have anything to really planned. It was just something that I felt that I needed to do a live stream tonight. Maybe I wanted to get something off my chest, or just talk about whatever, or giving someone an opportunity to get something off their chest. So you guys are more than happy to jump on the live stream if you're interested in having a conversation. But I'm definitely going to speak my piece and see where it goes from there. So this whole year has been an interesting year for me. It's been a good year, bad year, an amazing year at the same time. It just this year, I got married. I brought my son here, so my son and my wife is here. Is here with me in the United States. And it's been an amazing experience to come home to a family and be having that family dynamic that I once had 10 to 12 years ago. I was once married in the past, divorced, then I got remarried. But this time around, I'm definitely on a different mindset. It's like when I got married at the time, I was kind of like a hothead. Wanted to do me, still felt like I was still being selfish in a kind of way, not understanding that the importance of being a husband, but also being a father. So it was a lot of hard lessons for me. But this time around, learning from things that I didn't do and the things that I did do, now I'm applying it to my life now at 46, and being a father again at 46, it definitely has changed the experience a whole lot more. It's a lot more better for me. I'm taking everything all in. I'm enjoying the moment now. It's like now, I enjoy sitting down just talking, or enjoying down just playing with my son and just turning everything off and give him my full undivided attention. So that has been the amazing thing for me this year, just coming home to a family, coming home to a loving wife, to my sons, and experiencing something so natural, so beautiful to experience. It's something that a lot of people don't get the chance to experience, and I'm glad that I'm enjoying this entire process all over again. But at the same note, I got fired. Yeah, about a month ago, I was let go from my company, six-figure company, six-figure role. But this was a particular job that I didn't too much care for. I did it for the money. Actually, I went in when I signed that opportunity to join that company. I did it strictly for the money. It wasn't for any interest to be part of that industry. But at the same time, I conquered it. I went in, kicked ass. I built systems that they never had thought of implementing. I was able to lead that initiative and add those things into the mix. But also too, like any company, it's always change. And sometimes change could be good, it could be bad. I'm all for change. I'll never push back on change. However, when people come in to an organization or to a company with their own agenda, you can't really control that. So all the people who recruited me initially that was part of my early success with the company, where we were able to accomplish so many things, like revenue wise, implementation wise, just all aspects. I mean, we were winning. And 6 months of me joining, we turned things around so much to the point where majority of my senior executives who left the company, a new wave came in. And that new wave of executives that came in, they didn't too much care for me, and I didn't care for them. It was just a really hard and push workplace environment. I had to go back into the office, and I never liked going back to the office. Guys, I've been a digital nomad for 10 years. I've been working remotely for 10 years. Before all this pandemic situation, I was doing this way before pandemic. I was working overseas before the pandemic. And guys, I was doing remote jobs for Dell. I was doing remote jobs for Verizon. Like top 100 companies I was working remotely for, because I had a particular skill set that at the time a lot of people didn't have. But now the industry has changed and people has caught on to have that particular skill set. I remember as a digital nomad, man, just getting paid like a 6-month contract, $60 an hour. That was like my first one. Then, I was getting other contracts where I was getting paid $85 an hour. I was getting paid $110 an hour. Contracts, guys. Working remotely. And my last role I had was with one of the top 4 auditing company. Dude, I was being paid nicely. And I had a second gig. So I had 2 contracts that I was working. So when things went south, I lost all the contracts. An opportunity was presented to me to go back into the workplace. So decided to go back to the workplace. And again, guys, I haven't been to an office in a very long time. I haven't sat in the office or had a badge to click, to check in and everything else. So the company that I was with previously, I had one of the caveat of me accepting this role that I had to work on site. I had a team reporting to me. All right, cool. I work on site. But I'll never forget the first day me sitting back in the office, man. It was a dreadful feeling. Like, wow, I'm back here again. But anyways, fast forward. 6 months pass. We're winning. I'm getting all these recognition, getting recognized for all the things that I'm doing. My CMO got let go. Then my senior VP got let go, the person that I was reporting to. So a new wave came in of CMOs, senior VPs, and I knew instantly that I wasn't going to be there too long, because typically when they get rid of the old regime, they tend to get rid of a lot of the key players that was part of that old regime. And I was like one of the few that stayed left. And I always felt it was just always been a weird vibe. Like you guys ever work around people, you just get that weird feeling. Like even when you try to force to have a conversation with them, you don't get no feedback. And me being an executive as well, I'm trying to get feedback. I'm trying to build rapport. Couldn't get that at all. Like every time I made an attempt, man, it just felt weird. Then they were having little side meetings, not including me, and I'm like, yo, I'm running partner. I'm running this particular area. Of course, you want to fill me in, right? Nope. So it just always been a weird vibe, an extreme weird vibe. And there were some signs that I saw that I should have picked up and just ran with, but I didn't. Got comfortable. Like everyone else, when you start working back at the 9 to 5, it's easy to get comfortable. And because I was still winning, I was still delivering results, I was getting recognized by across different functions, groups and everything else. But one particular person that I was reporting to, she didn't like that. She didn't like the fact that everyone was requesting me and not her. And I always got that weird vibe from her, like, yo, I got to figure out a way to get rid of you. And it's just been fucking weird, man. It's just been like talk to me, guys. Have you ever gone to work and you just get weird feelings like something ain't right? Like and I felt this for a few months, man. And until one day I had a dream. I'm gonna share this dream with you guys. This dream was so vivid, man. It felt so real. I felt the pain when I woke up. That's how real and vivid this dream was. And this dream was me. I was somewhere out and I'm standing around people. This is the dream, guys. This is the dream. I see a large bird flying towards me. I couldn't see what type of bird is it. And the closer it got, I see is a bald eagle. A giant bald eagle coming towards me, and I couldn't move. Like everyone's running and I couldn't move. So the bald eagle came towards me and I fell down. And I remember I was sitting down on the ground and bald eagle climbed on top of me, took his claw and placed it onto my heart. Like I felt his claw going through my skin. And he bent his head down, eye to eye, looking at me in my face, and just didn't do nothing. He just stared at me and just looked at me, and I looked at it. And he let me go, and he stood next to me. And again, everybody's looking at me. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, damn, what to do. People tell me don't move. Other people tell me to move, to run. But the bald eagle stood still right next to me. And I turned around, looked at it. The bald eagle looked at me and flew away. And I woke up. And when I woke up, dude, my chest area was hurting. I felt that claw on my chest. Like I was squeezing my chest. I'm like, man, that felt real. Like you guys ever had like one of those type of dreams that it just felt so real, like so real to the point like you feel like if you fell down or you got hit by something, you actually feel it, like you feel that pain when you wake up. That's the type of dream that I had. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, why the hell I'm dreaming about a bald eagle flying towards me and, putting his claw on me and everything else. So, as soon as I wake up, I jump on YouTube. I jump on YouTube, man, and I type in bald, eagles and dreams. So I started getting all these different type of meanings, man, and it's just like, I think I probably watched over 20 different videos about the meanings of a bald eagle in your dream. And it basically was saying to me that it was time for me to fly on my own. It was time for me to be independent. It was time for me to go out there and soar. Guys, this is the same day that I have to go to work. So this shit is on my mind. This shit is on my mind. I'm driving to work. I got to go into the office. This shit is on my mind. I'm trying to figure out, okay, what the hell this dream means. Dude, I get a meeting from my senior VP. And it was one of these awkward meetings, like meeting notice, like, hey, we got to meet at 2:00. And I'm like, what the hell this is about? This came out of nowhere. And when I respond to that, person, it's like, hey, listen, what's this meeting about? This anything I need to prepare for this meeting? Like, she didn't respond. So throughout the whole time from fucking 8:30 to 2:00, I'm on like pin and needles, like just thinking about what the fuck this meeting is about. Then I was talking to my colleague. I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling good about this, man. Something doesn't feel right. I kept saying that to myself. Then comes 2:00. And as I'm prepared to get, go into this conference room and have this call, HR person came up to me, and I'm like, I always see this HR person, but I never say anything to her. When I saw her and she was approaching me, I knew what it was. I'm like, shit. Guys, this is the same day that I had the dream. The same day I had the same eagle dream. Go into the conference room, man. The HR is there. That fucking person is there on the damn Zoom call. I'm like, they were letting me go. Like, and the thing is, I was trying to get a reason. I was trying to figure out what was the reason for them letting me go. They wouldn't tell me because I knew it wasn't for performance. I was like one of the top marketers. And they were saying something for a company violation type of thing. I'm like, what violation? They didn't want to go to detail. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Before they could even finish, I just got up. And I got up, went back, grabbed my stuff, and went home. And I said, like, as I was walking towards the car, I'm like, damn, I had this weird ass dream about a flying eagle flying towards me. I kind of work, I get let go. And now I'm like, I got to come home and explain this, even tell this to my wife. Guys, I'm recently married, and I got to tell my wife, hey, listen, babe, this high six-figure job that I had, I no longer have it anymore. Lucky for me, like, hey, listen, we got money, we'll be all right. We figure out things, we'll go from there. So this whole thing has been eating my soul for a while, like trying to figure out, okay, I've been meaning to go independent for quite some time because I do love working as a contractor. I mean, I love the benefits of a contractor. I can make so much money as a contractor versus working for someone else. But also too, I love the freedom that I once had. When I was through those 10 years, when I was pulling in $200K easy as a contractor, when I was working 2 contracts at the same time during the pandemic, I love the freedom that I had, and I love the money I was making. When I chose to go back into the workplace and be around that same office politics bullshit, man, I was kicking myself in the ass like, damn, you're back here. You made a vow that you wouldn't go back in this environment, but now you're back in. And after 1 year of being there, I was let go. And again, it was not based on performance. Keep in mind, I was like one of the top tier performers in the company. But this person did not like me. The CMO did not like me. It was some other things that was coming around me that I was starting to really recognize about certain behaviors. Like one key behavior that I noticed and I was really pissed off about it, and I kind of made a big fuss about it, was that there was a planning meeting. Now, typically when you have a planning meeting with all your leaders, I should be there, but somehow I was not invited. I'm like, well, I'm not invited to this meeting. And they wanted me to still come after the meeting is over. So I came, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't recognize the CMO. I didn't recognize nobody. I just like, hey, I'm here to show my face and keep it moving. Then I had to go to Arizona. So I went to Arizona for work, do a trade show. Then same thing, I'm kicking ass, I'm networking, I'm moving things. Dude, the sales team loved me. But that marketing team, it just felt weird, man. It just like every time I try to push a conversation, pull a conversation, got nothing in return. And guys, I was the only black dude there. Now, typically I'm used to being the token black man in most companies, is what it is, but at the same time, I do have the skills to back it up. But I never really felt comfortable there. Yes, I was getting paid, but I didn't feel comfortable there. And one thing I've always learned, that if you are reporting to the office, never set up your office space to have your pictures and all that shit. I don't do none of that. And that's, people used to always ask me like, why your office is so bland, it's so empty? Because I'm not trying to be here for too long. I learned a long time ago, when you start posting up all your family pictures and your activities, people get in your business. And when it's time for you to leave, I don't want nobody to touch my kids' pictures, my picture, touch my things. So I purposely, every place I've been to that I had to go to an office, everything that I come in, I take with me each day. So all you need to do is just grab your laptop. Here's your laptop. I ain't got nothing to the table. Everything I need is at home. So I was let go, and since then I've been exploring other opportunities, trying to get back into the contract space. And now I've been looking into getting into government contracting, because I've been a contractor on the private sector for like 10 years. And I figured, you know what? Hey, listen, how can I get into the government side? Because that's where the money is, man. One thing I know for a fact, regardless who is president, regardless of the state of the economy, the government's going to spend money. So why not get into the government space? So for the past 30 days, since I've been let go, I've been learning everything I can about the government contracting, the government space, from local, state, and federal. And as of today, as of today, I'm one step away from becoming a full federal government contractor. I took all the legal steps, all the proper business steps on becoming a contractor, and I'm one step away. I'm waiting for this one particular item, and I'll be pivoting onto the government contractor side. And this whole thing I want to say is, guys, like, man, listen, sometimes God would, and again, I don't know if you believe in a God or not. I do. I mean, I'm not a big fan of church, but I still pray. I still feel like it's important for you to have a personal relationship, whatever God you have. Mine is Jesus Christ. That God sends you messages. He sends you visions for us to see. And it's really up to us to take advantage of it and really, take heed and take action. Because why do I have this dream of an ego flying around me, landing on me, looking at me, somehow talking to me, and on the same day I get fired? Like, literally, it was just a really off Tuesday, October 2nd. It was off. From having this vivid, crazy dream to a few hours later getting laid off. Guys, I was making a good high six figures. So now, like, okay, the job market is really tough right now. The likelihood of me getting that salary back is kind of slim right now, because based on the amount of volume of people who are currently looking for work. But I know I could get back. Just yesterday, I had an interview for another VP role, and the hiring manager loved me. She feels like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for this company. And it's a hybrid role. You just kind of have to come into the office once a week. I'm like, hell yeah. She told me the salary. Hell yeah. But, right now, she kind of told me it's going to be like 6 rounds of interviews. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I got to do a presentation. Like most, for my role, we do presentations now where we actually present to a panel. So what they typically do will give you an assignment or a project, and you got to actually build it out or plan it out, then go out there and present it to the team. And one thing is, I'm good with presenting, guys. I'm comfortable in presenting. I could present to a stadium of people without an issue. But somehow, when I go live on these live streams, I get nervous. I don't know what it is. Like, for me, I'm more of a person. I like to stand up when I'm talking. I like to project my voice and show my different emotions of when I speak. So when I do that on a live stream, it's kind of hard because I like to get that feedback. So when you do a live presentation, you get feedback from the audience versus when you do a live stream, from a camera, you don't get that feedback. Most of the feedback you get is through the comments section, but you got to read the comments for you to actually do that, and it throws you off. You can't really read the comments and still presenting at the same time. But anyways, let me get back to the conversation. So I've been fired since October 2nd. I've been applying for jobs, and it's just like, I'm at a point now. It's like, okay, cool. I need to find a job ASAP. I got bills to pay. I got things I got to take care of. But also, too, I want to pivot. I want to pivot away from the private sector and get into the public sector. But I want to get into the public sector not as an employee, but as a contractor, as a businessman. So I started a business. It's already certified. Got my tax ID. I got my EOI. I'm just one particular thing away from becoming a federal contractor. And once I get it, I'm going to start attacking. And I also, too, I'm in the process of building my website. So this website is going to be a full-fledged website. If you guys see my Black Man Travel website, that's my fun website. I do have a serious website as well. So my government contract website will be completely different than what you see on Black Man Travel's website. So, because it's a whole different audience. And I've been attending a lot of workshops. I've been attending workshops at Georgia Tech University, University of Georgia. I've been attending seminars with the Small Business Administration, just networking, guys. And this is what I've been doing for the past 30 days, going out every day, networking, trying to meet all the right people. Because again, this is the area where I want to be for the next 5 years. Because guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and this is the first time I'm saying this openly. In 5 years, I'm leaving this country. In 5 years, 5 to 6 years, I'm leaving this country. I'm done. I'm not planning to retire here. It just doesn't make any sense for me to retire here, and I'm not gonna have, and nor do I have a desire to retire here. So for the next 5 or 6 years, I'm going to grind my ass off. I've traveled the world, guys. I've been over 45 countries. I've been over 6 continents. I've traveled. I've seen everything I wanted to see. I've done things that I wanted to. I've done things most people probably would never do in their life. Playtime is over for me. Playtime is over for me. These next 5 years, I want to put myself in a position where I could leave this country in 5 years, and where I could still do my government contracting from another country. Now, keep in mind, I'm gonna still have residence here. I'm still gonna have residency. I'm not that damn stupid. But why not live overseas while making 6, 7 figures? And I can just come back to the States whenever I need to. The way I envision building my business within the government contracting is to the point where I have multiple project managers reporting to me. For every contract that I win, I want to assign a project manager to that particular task, to that particular contract, and working from there. But keep in mind, I still got to work on the private sector, so I still need to find a job. I still need to get back to the workplace. If it means I got to go back into the office, so be it. But the days of trying to climb the corporate ladder and all this bullshit, I have no desire for that. I have no desire to climb this corporate ladder. Nope. I'll take a lesser role. I mean, not too less of a role, but I'll take a lesser role from an executive to a manager so I can focus on my business. This is how serious I am. This dream was literally preparing me to take flight. And I think every person who is listening, something is pushing you to take flight, but something is preventing you from doing it. And I'll tell you this, we all have one life to live, man. One life to live. Whatever you want to do it. You got nothing to lose, man. Listen, man. Look, I got fired from a six-figure job, bro. I mean, I was above 150, easy above 150. And now I have to start over completely. And now this is the chance for me to do what I want to do. Go ahead and take flight and bet on myself. This YouTube thing, man, I would love to take it more seriously, but it's just the way things are. I'm not the type of person that sits in front of a computer all day. I don't like that. I'm not planning trying to just do multiple videos. I mean, if I do it, I do it. I mean, YouTube for me is when I want to do it. I'm gonna be honest, it's when I want to do it. If I'm not in the mood, I'm not in the mood. And now having a 1-year-old, you realize how important it is to spend time with your kids, man. These kids grow up so fast. And I'm like so focused on trying to chase the bag, I'm missing all the best years. So sometimes, man, yes, I could go out and just do a video and talk about this, talk about that, but I want to enjoy my son. I want to study up on, I want to finish reading this book about government contracting. I want to go to the gym so I can continue to lose weight. Like, this stage of my life right now is all about execution. Like, I've done all the fun things already, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets traveling to all these countries, doing the things that I want to do. Man, dude, sometimes I sit back and close my eyes and just smile. Like, I lived it up. I did it. And at least I can say I've done it. And I ain't do it in my 50s. I ain't do it in my 60s. Nah, I did it all like in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. I was able to enjoy life. And now I'm going to do what I need to do for the next 5, 6 years to put me in a position where, you know what, I'm done. I want to build a relationship within the government and the government sector where, hey, I'm the sole source for this contract. I want to run a business where I have over $100 million worth of contracts under my business. Those are things that I want to do. And those are things I'm going to put myself in a position to do that. So, yeah, man, it's just a lot been going on, but I think everything happened for a reason. And I'm not bitching about it. You know, sometimes I do wake up angry about what happened. But the best revenge is success. I have a couple of interviews with some other companies coming up next week after Thanksgiving. We see how it plays out. But this year has been amazing. A year, a good year, and a bad year, all in one case. And I wouldn't change anything. I think certain things happen in your life for a reason, to prepare you for something greater to come. And I think God had to push me off the cliff to actually take action and direct myself to where I need to go. Because I've been working for somebody. I've been working for people for the past 20 years, man. So this is my first time really saying, you know what, I'm gonna start my own business. And it's so easy to say I have a business, but I want to say I have a successful business. I have a business that's generating fucking millions of dollars. That's what I want to say. I'm not one of these people who's gonna say, hey, I'm an entrepreneur, you know, fuck all that, man. I want a silent business. Business that I know I could win this contract and find me a subcontractor, knock it out, get my little percentage off of it, and keep it moving. But we'll see. We'll see. But this year I had an amazing opportunity to go to Mexico City. Had a great time in Mexico City. And then a couple of months ago, I was in Cali, Colombia for the Afro-Colombian Festival. Created some amazing memories, man. And travel would not be a big priority. I'm gonna still travel, but it's not gonna be a big priority for me. Business is gonna be a huge focus moving forward. My health is gonna be huge important in my relationship. I never realized how important a relationship is, man. When you have a good woman beside you, that's hard to find. They say a good man's hard to find. Nah, a good woman's hard to find as well. The woman that's going to stand behind you no matter what, and she believes your vision, and she understands what her assignment is, and you understand what your assignment is. Dude, that's an amazing, beautiful thing, man. Look, I've banged a lot of women, man. I've been around the block many times, domestic and overseas. And when you find that one, you feel like, hey, this is something that this person I could build with and I could nurture with. Dude, that's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, I could brag about, hey, I banged this, I banged that. But bro, when you say, hey, I got someone that can hold me down when I'm sick, I got someone that can hold me down when I'm broke, someone that can hold me down when things are fucked up, dude, that's worth bragging. So, yeah, man. So your boy's been going through some things, man. But at the same time, I'm blessed. I wake up motivated. You know, I start my day at 4:30 every morning, man. Go to boxing at 5:30, and I train for 2 hours. Come home, spend some time with the little one, then I start doing some work. I try to keep myself busy, man. I keep myself on a schedule. There's no sleeping in. The only day I can sleep in is on Sunday. That's my rest day. From Monday to Saturday, there's no sleeping in. Once I get up, I don't touch that bed until it's time for me to go to sleep, guys. That's the only time I touch that bed. When it's time for me, when I get off of that bed, I don't touch that bed until it's time for me to go back to sleep. I'll take a nap on the sofa. I'll take a nap on the chair that I'm sitting on right now. I take little naps on that. I would never sleep on that bed in the middle of the day. I make sure I get my 10,000 steps a day in. So again, either you lose your job or something's going on, don't get comfortable staying in that bed. That bed could be your prison, man. And I'm speaking from experience, someone who dealt with depression. And that bed could be your prison. Every day have a purpose to get up. Every day have a purpose to do something different. And give yourself a routine, man. Give yourself a routine. Don't get Too comfortable. You just want to sit down and watch YouTube all day or watch television all day. Don't do that. We all got something that we can work on. For me, dude, I've been killing with this AI thing. Like, I'm taking this AI thing to a whole new level. And I'm loving it. I'm loving this learning journey experience that I'm going through with AI. I'm learning so much about government contracting. And I'm learning so much about boxing, man. Dude, I box 5 days a week and I spar every Thursday. Boxing is an amazing sport, man. Once you understand the fundamentals and the purpose of it and the process of it, man, I love it, man. I love it. And my Thursday, we spar. And man, dude, I walked away with a bloody lip, half a black eye. And at the same time, I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I look forward to Thursday. Every Thursday, I'm smiling. It's like, yeah, let's go. And it gives me an opportunity, whatever you're going through in life, you can put it in that ring. And it gives you that will to fight on. And I think it's important that we need to have that. Like we that will to fight, you can't never lose that as a man. For me, it's like, fuck all that lifting weight shit. I've been strong. I need to be in a position where I can protect my family and protect myself. If a dude were to step up to me, what I'm gonna do about that. But also too, it's a mental thing, man. Knowing when to defend, knowing when to go on offense. It's a process, and I love it. And I think this journey that I'm in right now, since I've seen that ego, I'm taking my chance on anything. Like, hey, fuck it, let's do it. So, I mean, it's definitely has been an interesting ride these past 30 days, man. You go through your stages of doubt, stages of motivation, stages of you feel like, hey, nothing's not gonna go right for you. Then the next day you feel like you could conquer the world. But at the end of the day, man, it's up to you to do something about it. Like, put yourself in a position where you could actually win. I'm 46 years old with a 1-year-old. I have a 21-year-old, a 13-year-old. Now I have a 1-year-old. So I got to make sure that my health is up to par for my kids. Like, for me to live for the next 20 years, I'm 46 years old. I'll be 66 years old. I got to make sure my health is in order so I could be there and help see this boy get raised. I got to make the right decisions where I can put my family in a position to be successful. So I got to do what I got to do. There's no room or time to stay in bed. No, my day starts at 4:30 every morning. My damn alarm clock starts at 4:30 in the morning. I'm in the gym at 5:30 a.m. 2 hours in the gym. Jump 30 minutes of jump rope, 30 minutes of shadow boxing. Then we do our drills. Then, of course, Thursday we spar. And throughout the day, I'm constantly walking around so I can get my 10,000 steps in. If I'm not taking my 10,000 steps, man, I'm listening to damn podcasts around government contracting. I'm doing something on AI. I'm doing something every day, or I'm applying for jobs. My day goes super fast because I'm constantly keeping myself busy. I'll do a live stream here and there, but I'm motivated, man, and I'm disciplined. Motivation comes and goes, man. One day you're motivated, the next day you're not. But you got to be disciplined to keep doing what you want to do. That discipline is the hardest part. You think I want to get up at 4:30 when it's 30 degrees outside right now? Dude, winter's coming. Here in Atlanta, man, it's 35 degrees in the morning. You think I want to be up going outside to a car to start it up and come back in and just get ready to go to boxing at 4:30 in the morning? It's so easy to stay your ass in the bed, but I don't want to stay in bed, man. And that's where discipline comes in. It's like I know I gotta go. Like I gotta go. Days that where I could just stay in and watch Netflix, watch a YouTube show, whatever. No, I gotta go get my steps in. I could easily go to the liquor store, get me a bottle, and drink my sorrow with. No, I ain't got time for that. So it's important, guys. Whatever you want to do in life, just go ahead and do it, because guess what? There's no perfect time for you to do what you need to do. If traveling is your thing, go fucking travel. I've traveled alone plenty of times. And guess what? Some of my best travels have been I was alone, by myself. I've been to 4 continents by myself. I went to Thailand by myself. I went to South Africa by myself and had an amazing time. So if you're waiting for that perfect opportunity for you to go travel or start a business or go approach a woman, man, there's no perfect time. Because guess what, man? I wish I had perfect time before they let me go from this job. But sometimes God gotta take something away from you for you to really see your true potential. And these past 30 days, I've learned so much. I mean, I've learned so much. It's amazing how much your brain could freaking take when you accept what's coming to you. Like everything, information is flowing to me easily. Like I'm understanding things left and right. Like, yeah, I got it. Like, for instance, guys, I'm writing 4 ebooks right now. I'm writing an ebook on Cuba, Dominican Republic, Colombia, Brazil, and my last one is Thailand. These ebooks I'm going to sell on Amazon. I already started the process. These ebooks will be completed by the end of this year. This is going to be a full comprehensive ebook. Like, dude, I'm giving you all the ins and outs of these places. And I'm highlighting multiple cities. I'm not just highlighting a country and giving you general information. A lot of you guys are paying for information that is completely general. I'm giving you full, comprehensive, detailed links to places where you need to go, see, and do. And I realized, hey, if guys could sell some bullshit ebook online and they making money off of this shit, I can make money off of it as well. But guess what? I'm not going to cheat you guys. I'm going to give you guys everything that I know. I'm going to give it to you. But of course, it's going to be, I'm going to sell it. Right now, I have a couple of platforms where I'm going to host these ebooks, including on my website, blackmantravels.com. And it's just trying to find ways to do certain things, man. I think I've been I haven't been taking this YouTube thing seriously. I haven't. I do it here and there, but I know I need to be more consistent. But here's what it is. But I have a lot of wealth of information that I can share with you guys. It's amazing how I still know places to go. And one of the great thing about it, I cross-reference to make sure things are still existed in these places. And I figured, you know what? Let me just put this in an ebook with pictures. Yes, I will show pictures. So it's not going to be all text. It's going to be beautiful pictures of my travel experience, which I have. These are my photos. I'm not promoting anybody else's photos. And I just want to go ahead and just pass the baton, man. I feel like, this is a new generation of brothers who are now getting their passport, and they are now experiencing the countries that I loved to experience. And I feel like, what better way to share that information, man, than through an ebook. I mean, yes, YouTube is a lot of great information, but this ebook is going to have everything you need to know. And one of the great thing about it, I'll be updating the ebook consistently. So once you have it, you'll get the most updated information. So Your boy been busy, man. He's been busy since he got fired. And but I think this next chapter in my life is gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a lot of growth. Um, I got some traveling plans with my wife and kids. We're gonna be doing the cruise scene again. I haven't done a cruise in quite some time, man. So it just, I'm ready for the next chapter, man. I'm ready for the next year, 2025. And no matter who the president is, I'm gonna make this life amazing. It's, I really accepted my mortality. I understand that, hey, I'm not guaranteed a life tomorrow. So each day I'm gonna enjoy the full day that I have. And I'm gonna, every person that I know that I love, I'm gonna say I love you. So I told my boxing coach, man, I love you. To my best friend, I love you. To my wife, I love you. You just don't know, man. It's like this whole thing, thinking that you're gonna always live forever. No, you're not gonna live forever, man. We all got an end number. An end date. So it's really up to us to make do with the time that we have now. So whatever you want to do in life, just fucking do it, man. Just do it. If it's better for you not to tell anybody, don't tell anybody. I'm telling you guys what I'm doing. Now I'm putting myself, I'm holding myself accountable to do what I said that I'm going to do. And one thing I love is that my wife, she puts my feet onto the fire. She makes me accountable. Days that I feel like, again, one of those days that you're not motivated, she makes sure, like, you need to finish reading that book. Oh, why don't you do your podcast? She's telling me to go do the podcast. Oh, why don't you go to boxing? It's like, all right, cool. And that's why it's so important to have the right people around you, man. Either be man or woman, having the right people around you that believe in you, that see your vision, even when you don't see it. It's extremely important, man. You could go out there and bang tons of baddies. I have done that, but it's not the same. It's not the same, man. And when you decide to live your life, not for you, but for someone else, I'm not saying for your wife, for your kids, that shit gives you enough motivation to do a lot more than you've already done. So, yeah, your boy Black Man Travel has a lot on his plate, but I'm accepting what the Lord is about to give me, and I'm going to run with it. Traveling is not going to be traveling is not going to be a priority for me. All these travel talks, that's not going to interest me. Women talk, that shit's not going to interest me. Relationship talk, that shit's not going to interest me. Women this, man this, black women this, too. That shit does not interest me. What interests me is making money. And I'm not making money for someone else, like making my own money, creating my own lane, and putting myself in a position where in 5-6 years, I'm out of this damn country. I made that decision, man. I can't stay here. And I refuse to live my old years here. So it's a lot that I just shared with you guys, man. And I felt like I had to get something off my chest, and it's just like so no more photo shoots abroad. Well, I mean, I ain't say that now. I mean, shit. Bro, I'm definitely gonna do some things again. Of course, I'm allowed to have one male trip a year. So I figure, once a year I'm gonna grab the fellas and we go somewhere, man. I think one trip a year for me, go somewhere exotic, somewhere different with the fellas, will still keep my traveling juices up and running. Of course, you still got to spend time with the wife and kids, traveling with them. But I think having an annual guys trip will be a lot of fun. I think that'd be something that I look forward to doing, and I can still do my photo shoots with Bacchus and go out there and have a good time, man. So it's just like Ah, nah. Okay. See, when I said no more women, I mean the whole relationship bullshit. Like right now, YouTube, everybody's on this man versus woman thing, and I'm like, I'm just tired of it, man. It's like an echo. It's like an echo chamber. It's like everyone talking about the same thing, using the same talking points, and I feel like, yo, that's just boring, man. You know, I'd rather see guys out there living their best life. If you're done with women here in the States, man, why continue to talk about them? Go out there and do you. Go out there to another country and live your best life. You sitting down, jumping on podcasts, talking about the same shit. Shit gets old. I mean, come on, you tell me, you guys don't get tired of hearing the same shit? Like people literally talking about the same shit. And I feel like, hey, I'm at this stage of my life, that doesn't interest me. Now, granted, if I travel and and I meet good-looking women, I'm gonna still conversate with them, but I can't do anything. Now, if my single friends they want to go out there and enjoy themselves, let them go enjoy themselves. But I definitely want to do an annual guys trip. That's something that's gonna happen next year. Um, we're gonna pick a country. I'm not sure which country it will be, but we'll definitely be hitting up a country. I'm thinking about Australia, or I'm thinking about going back to Africa, picking a country somewhere in Africa for a annual trip, and I think it'd be a good way to get brothers. And again, I'm gonna open it up to other brothers. Like, hey, listen, I'm trying to take a trip similar to what I did for the Colombia trip. Hey, you're more than happy to come, but get your own spot. And I think it's important that men need to fellowship. I think a lot of men, especially particularly black men, need to get together more often. We need to create our own little safe zone where we can talk to each other, network, and really create that fellowship. And that's something that's completely lacking within the black communities, and particularly amongst black men. You don't have a space for us. And I think it's important that we create that space where we could actually seek healing and conversation, and I want to create that avenue for brothers to come meet up. Let's go to another country, man. Let yourself go, and hey, let's talk. Let's have fun. Let's explore and live your life, man. It's like, I don't think life is meant to be grinding all the goddamn time, but sometimes it's good just to check out for a week or 2 weeks if you need to. So I'm still do black man travels, man. That's something that's part of me that I want to continue to do. And but I'm taking black man travel to another level now. Like now I want to open it up and not be strictly for like partying a good time, but really talk about men health, man. A lot of us have health issues. A lot of us are dying at a younger age due to poor health. And I want to address that, man. I want to address business. I meet a lot of amazing brothers, man, intelligent brothers doing amazing things. Why not? We can't meet up and collaborate. I think we can collaborate and make content. Let's collaborate and do a business. These other races of men, they meeting up like constantly, man, they breaking bread. But somehow we as black men, it's hard for us to break bread with each other, man. I don't know what it is. And it's just, I think it's important that, we create that environment, that space where we can come together and not look at each other as enemies, but look at each other as brothers and build. Now, if you have no desire to build here in the States, we can build overseas. So that's my thing, man. Like, I still want to take a trip back to Thailand, take some brothers that have never been to Thailand, come with me. There's countries in Africa we could go. I mean, there's countries here in South America, Latin America, Europe. We could go to Europe, but I don't too much care for Europe like that. But we'll see. I think next year is going to be a very challenging year for the country because we're going to have a new president. But I think it's important that we take chances, we take risks, calculated risks that's going to put us in a position to win. So things that you wanted to do, that you always thought about doing, if you thought about creating a YouTube channel, do it. If you thought about creating a blog that talks about whatever interest that you have, do it. What's stopping you, man? So, yeah, man. So it's just been an amazing ride, man. 2024 has been an amazing experience, and look forward to 2025. And I'm ready to just start a whole new chapter in my life, whole different direction, whole new pivot, and no regrets. No regrets, man. It's just like put yourself in a position where you could, do things your way and not rely on somebody else. So that's extremely important to me. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and open the line. If you guys want to join in the conversation, man, you're more than happy. I'm down to have any conversation, any topic you have in mind. I'm open to it. And if you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask me, and I answer it. You don't need to cam up, please. Please do not cam up. I'm not camming up today. But again, it's a conversation, man. Drop the line if you guys want to join. If not, I could end the stream. Have my little drink in my hand, so I'm enjoying it. Oh, Roland, they're waking dreams. Yeah, man, that dream was so vivid, man. It was weird. An ego came towards me, man, landed on me, placed his claw on my chest, and looked dead in my eyes, man, and stood next to me for a good minute. Dan, you invested in any stocks? Yeah, I got some stocks. Got like the Facebook, the Meta, Apple, the Microsoft. I have a few stocks that I have. They did quite well. The thing is, I haven't looked at my stocks in quite a while, and I looked at it, I was like, damn, they're performing really well. So got a few Bitcoins as well. They're doing okay. But I think definitely I want to be more involved in the stock market. I think definitely that's going to be my move next year. It's just to invest more into the stock market. But I really want to get into real estate overseas, man. I think that's where the market's going to be for me. So put myself in a position where I could just buy land or buy property and build from there. Good question, man. Good time. All right, hey man, love the focus. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta stop playing around and get things rolling, man. Get things going, man. So that's one thing, man. So if anything, I'm trying to be more consistent with the content, but I want to really talk about things that I want to talk about. I never felt that I needed forced conversation. It's just like I don't want to just do content for the sake of content. It's like, nah, I think it's important that if I want to do it, something that I want to talk about or something that I really want to do. So I may start doing some content around my boxing, content about my day, and going from there. But I'm learning so much right now, man. Sometimes you don't need to record everything you do, especially during the learning stage of my life. I don't feel like recording it. So as I learn all these new skills and starting this whole new chapter, don't really have no desire to record it. I think I'm taking it all in and enjoying the process. Yeah. Well, that's it, fellas, man. I dropped the line, man. If you guys want to join in the conversation, if not, it's okay, because I ain't trying to force conversation, man. Something I don't believe on doing. Every time I try to force conversation, the shit doesn't go anywhere. So there's nothing, man. I'm more than happy to end the show and watch Netflix. Today's my Sunday is my my chill day. No workouts. Tomorrow, well, shit, today's Saturday, so today's family day. Today we take the kids, we go out, hit the parks, we do activities. So that's Saturdays and Sundays. That's when I sleep in, man. The wife knows, like, hey, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. So I'll stay in the room and sleep, wake up around 12, drag myself around the day, because I know starting Monday morning at 4:30, I have to be up. But yeah, today's Saturday, so today's family day. Taking the kids, the scooters. We're gonna go out there and have a good time, man, and just explore the city and go from there, man. But guys, look, I can't say this enough, man. Go out there, take chances. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it, and live your best life, bro. Oh, just a question here. Any YouTubers you have disagreements with or different opinions? Yeah, I mean, there's several YouTubers that I've always felt like I disagree with um, in the past, but now I kind of respect their thought process. I realize and I've come to terms that not everyone's going to agree what I agree on, especially within the travel space, the black male travel space. I felt like at one point, a lot of guys that were promoting the Passport Bros were giving misinformation. I felt like they were just making things more complicated than they need to be. But also, too, I realized, like, hey, it's a business, man. You know, it's like if you got to sell fantasy to convince people to do certain things, go for it. But there were a few other YouTubers that we had our, I want to say beef, but just disagreements. But at this point in my life, I could care less, man. At this point, I don't care. Look, if you want to give people misinformation, you want to give people sell a fantasy, that's your business, man. Anyone that rocks with me and I rock with them, I'm gonna give you the real deal information. I'm like, hey, yo, this is what you need to do, based on my experience. So days of trying to go back and forth with other people that you're never gonna meet in person, I just feel like it's a waste of time and energy. I mean, what do you think, Dan? I mean, do you agree or disagree? I just feel like I'm at a point in my life that, you know what, I'm kind of beyond that stage. And I ain't got time to convince anybody, what to do, how to think and what to do. So if you want to follow somebody else based on the information that they're giving you, run with it. I wish you the best. But just be careful, with Google and ChatGPT nowadays. A lot of free information out there you could get. But if you need like certain key detailed information, sometimes you got to pay for it. And I agree with that. Does anyone else have any questions? I'm more than happy to accept your question. If you don't want to jump on the live, you're more than happy to ask me any questions, particularly in the travel space. I'm more than happy to talk about. And also, too, guys, my background is in project management and marketing, digital marketing. So I've been in the digital marketing project management space for over 20 years. So I've seen the growth and the change that's been happening in the landscape. So if you have any questions about digital marketing, how to promote your business online, and everything else, hit me up. I'm more than happy to help you. All right, man. Hey, by the way, thank you, Dan, for that question, man. That was a good question. Yeah, man. One thing I can say, I've always been a lone wolf, man. I'm not a follower. Even within the travel space or even just with people, I always felt like I've done things the way I want to do it. And never been a fan of follow people or be a cheerleader. I can admire what you do, but that's about it. I'm never gonna be one of these dudes that's constantly chasing other dudes and certain things. So for me, being the lone wolf, traveling alone, doing things my way, I'm comfortable with that. I've never felt like I need to be part of a group. That's why I never liked this whole Passport Bros movement shit. It's like, look, I'm an individual. I've been doing this shit way before a hashtag, and I'm pretty much my own man. I do things when I want to do it. That's how I move. True. A lot of YouTubers be motivated by money over truth. Yeah, I think right now with YouTube, man, it's a gimmick. Everyone's following the same gimmick. Everyone's following the same formula, which works. I mean, people making money on YouTube. People making really good money on YouTube, and it's a business. If that business means selling lies and fantasies, so be it. People want that, but also too, I think people want to be sold a fantasy. A lot of us have this thing on escaping from our own reality. Like our own reality is ain't worth shit. So you want to be part of something that makes you believe that, hey, my life is not that bad. I just feel that right now people just need, people looking for an escape, and a lot of YouTubers are providing that escape. Just like these travel channels, man. I think most people will never ever travel, but they'll sit down and jump on different live streams, different YouTube channels to see other people travel, when they can easily go ahead and buy a passport, a couple of dollars, and experience the same thing that this YouTuber is experiencing, or even better. But the sad reality is that most people will never travel. Most people will never leave this country, and it's sad. It's like you living your life through other people, but they'll send them cash apps. Go here and show us how this city is. Motherfucker, why don't you just go ahead and buy your own ticket and go see that city for yourself? Why are you paying someone else to go see that city for you? Traveling is not that hard, man. I think people need to stop making shit more difficult than what it is. Dude, you pick a place, do your research, save your money, and go. And make sure you get a tour guide. You can do the same thing a lot of these YouTubers are doing, man, if you just go ahead and do it. If I take this YouTube thing seriously, especially with the equipment that I have, I could do the same thing that these other YouTubers could do. I have the personality for it. It's an on and off switch for me. But it's up to me to say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to take this YouTube thing seriously. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm getting a check from YouTube. I'm getting a check, but it's not compared to what these other guys are making. I mean, I get a couple of $100, which is something, but it's not 10,000. It's not 20,000. It's not 30,000. It's not 40,000. It's not 50,000. So, I mean, shout out to all these guys out there who are creating content that's making that money. Dude, more power to them. But being a YouTuber is not that difficult, man. It's like, find a topic you want to talk about, find your audience, and just continue to be consistent. People are now making money out of their cars. Talking about door dashing. This girl, DoorDash something. She's making about fucking $10,000 a month just talking about door dashing. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you feeling?
It's all good, man. What's going on?
No, man. Grego, man. I had to just kind of chime in. I was listening for a second. Give you a quick thing of my story. Like, I've been in retail management during my youth, and then got into logistics management.
Okay.
And, of course, how sometimes companies, well, similar to yours, I took an opportunity for grassroots efforts for a major chain, and 90 days in, the person that started the position decided to retire. The next guy came and was like, we've never done this before, so we don't need to continue it. And like, that was a 6-figure salary, 150, that was just out the door when I was living comfortably on,
wow,
a salary just a little bit less than that, right? So just like you said, what I'm saying, I just utilized some skills I had, became essentially like a contract worker. What I mean by that is just like, I work in film, I pick up some stuff and from here and there, working for like a comedian that has, I'll just say it, I work for Country Wayne every now and then as far as like filming and doing whatever. I picked up skills as like a bartender, got an investment company after doing that until putting hospitality into people's homes and this, that, and the other. But more recently, I had an opportunity to go back into an office setting. Same thing you said, bro. Like, it's the politics. Like, yeah, I'm actually performing better than everybody else around, and I've only been in this field for 6 months. But yet, like, I get pulled into the office. Hey, I think somebody said they smelled alcohol on you. I'm like, no, they didn't. People know I bartend, so people get jealous. They're just like, oh, let me just do this. Or somebody was like, yeah, they say that you have excessive use of your phone. I was like, no, that's not the case. It's just stuff that don't matter. It's like, in that setting, you just don't understand it. And then if I take it back to when I was in that world and noticed that the contracted workers and then the people who were salaried, they actually had like a little division between each other.
Mm-hmm.
The contracted workers were at peace. The people, they come in, do their job, and they're not part of, the drama, the politics, this and the other. The people that actually work for said companies were the ones that are miserable and this, that, and the other. And they they would actually kind of like hate on the contract workers. So like, it's just kind of, it's crazy. But like, when you were saying everything today, I was like, man, this stuff is making sense. And and
Yeah,
I too, just like you, I mean, I don't know if you know who I am. I'm in Atlanta too. Like I'm like really close with Jay Clyde or whatnot. We
okay.
yeah. So like, I'm in Colombia every month. But this past trip,
Awesome.
this past trip, I had that same feeling, bro. I mean, like, I've always wanted to get there, but like this past year has kind of shown me a path with some of the things that I've gained as far as skill sets
Yep.
over this past year that will allow me to be able to make that goal come true. Like even at this, like I was down there for about good extended amount of time earlier this month, and I got back into things that I would do every day here. It just didn't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like Atlanta, we live here. You can still have fun. You can do whatever. But I was just like, I'm not really having fun doing this stuff. It's just kind of like I'm passing time, but I'm a single guy here in the States, I'll say. But, so like, but the thing
you don't belong here. You don't belong here anymore.
No, I don't. Like, my life is down there. I've been with the same chick down there for 3 years. I got a community down there as far as like some family that lives down there that have relocated there. And like, I've noticed here in Atlanta, if I'm off, I was always just searching for something to do just to distract myself. But like when I'm in Colombia, I could just sit down in the crib, enjoy like just the peace and sanity of being alone. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, it's just different, bro. It's just really, really different.
Bro, I'm just that way. My girl is Dominican, so I have a life in Dominican Republic. We got a huge apartment there. I got a car down there. So when I'm down there, I'm pretty much at home.
Right.
It's weird, man. Like I do more things overseas than I do here in Georgia.
Absolutely.
Like people tell me like go to this place. Like where's that?
Yeah.
It's like first thing I ask is parking free.
Right.
I ain't paying for parking.
Right.
But I totally get it. Going back to the whole workspace, man, dude, it just felt weird for me. Of course, I was the only black guy there. The fact that the job was so easy for me, but to everyone else, it was difficult for them.
Yeah.
I made it easy, but I think people didn't like that. And the person that they hired above me that I had to report to, I was outshining her constantly.
Right.
So instantly she saw me as a threat. So
absolutely,
dude, when they said that I was fired for company violation, and they couldn't even tell me what was the violation for.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, but because they couldn't get me on the performance.
Yeah.
And being back in the office spaces, like you said, the politics, man. I was like, I can't do it no more. And it's like I can't laugh at your corny ass joke.
Nope.
I can't have banter conversation. It has to leave something, man. And the fact, you know what it was too. I was flying a lot overseas, and they were asking, how you have all these time off? Well, I have, time leave.
Right.
And she used to always question that. And I never one time I had to go back to DR to go get my son. Well, I didn't prove those days. Like, listen, I don't need you to approve my damn days.
Right.
Like, I never had that shit at like fucking over 12 years.
Yeah.
Working as a contractor, I was like, hey, if I want to take time off, I'm gonna take time off.
And I'm gonna add to that, like, and I don't know if you and your audience have seen this. Like, a lot of people are really, really in these corporations are uncomfortable with international travel. Like, it bothers them somehow. I don't know what it is. Like, I'll just give you like. So I was married. I got divorced in 2017 in the States, right? So after that, I tried dating. I was with my ex-wife since college. So dating gets kind of weird after 15 years. You just kind of like, So I was like, I don't want to do this. Let me just see the world. So I was working for a staffing company in healthcare. So basically, I was a recruiter and marketer for travel nurses, travel doctors. And we had to have a certain head count to be able to, be within reason of performing. And I maintained the head count or whatnot, but they found out I was going to Thailand. And one thing I might tell you guys, if you're in a corporation, you might want to keep your private life out of, like, nobody's really your friend when it comes to things that they can get. Yeah, they get jealous. So, I noticed that the director would say like, "What are you going to Thailand for? Like what's over there? Like, like they would think that the USA is just so much better and this, that, and the other, just because they have no mindset in it and learning about things and whatnot." So I tell them, it's the culture. I'm going for somebody's bachelor's party, this, that, and the other. But like, it's really my personal business. I don't have to say it because I have the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when I got back, I heard from somebody that, how in every situation you may have somebody that works in HR. You may have somebody that's kind of like, I'm going to give you a heads up. They was just like, yeah, like you lost an account while you were there. And they was like, and the person that asked you about it, like he's really, really been on it. He was like, Greg shouldn't have went to Thailand and this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Wow.
And then like, they decided, like when I got back, like 2 weeks later, they called me in the office. Was like, yeah, we're just not sure where your dedication is to the company. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of like, so you guys, y'all got to be careful. Like, if you're not working for yourself, if you're not under a contract or just whatever, you just want to be careful about your personal life when you come to these people. Because
you know what?
Go ahead.
It's funny. No, it's funny you said that because they found out about my website. I have a website. Like,
Yeah.
Shit. Dude, my pictures all over the place, the places I've been to, and one of the ladies that I work for, she's a white Cuban, and I spoke about how black Cuba is. Like, she didn't like that shit at all.
No.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, and I was like, listen, man, I understand your grandparents probably came from Cuba. You didn't came from Cuba. I was in Cuba about a year ago, and I had a great time. And Cuba's black.
Yeah,
man, bro.
Yeah. They do not want to hear that.
And the thing is, too, is like my website. I could track who actually visit my website. I can see your IP address, all that shit, man. And I'm like, damn.
Nice.
And find out the people at my damn job all over my website.
Yeah, they'll be all over it, bro.
I'm like, God damn. But at the same time, yeah, this VP that I was reporting to, she felt like I was just taking too many days off. Like, why are you taking all these days off? Like, what? Like, see, I'm at a point in my life, man. 46 years old.
Yep.
Look, I don't need your fucking approval for anything.
No.
I'm outperforming. I'm one of the best person on the team. I do my thing, whatever. I got days that I could use. I don't need your approval. And that's the thing. I'm not used to asking people for taking time off.
No.
Especially if it's around my kids, like, yo, I gotta go.
Yeah. And that's what
she felt like I needed to get she said I needed to get her approval. I told her I don't need your approval to take time off.
No.
I earned it.
But I'll tell you, like, it goes in another way as well. Like, my direct report is Colombia, and this person is like, I think it's so beautiful that you go to the country so much, and like, I get no pushback whenever that person knows that I'm going to the country. Like, it goes both ways. Like, if it's a control thing for these people and whatever they personally believe in.
To be honest, man, like, this place that I went to, I really want to put their ass on blast because now, I can't get unemployment because of them.
Damn.
They told unemployment office that I was not coming into work.
Nah.
And I'm like, so now I'm in the process. I don't want to put my business out there, but I'm seeking counsel.
Yeah, you have to.
And it's just amazing how the amount of control they try to do. Is like, dude, I'm in the office. I mean, granted, I have my own little office space. There were people. They had the secretary of the CEO. He walk around and check if everyone's at their desk. And I used to watch her do it.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you fucking kidding me? We're in fucking 2024. Are you doing this shit? And also too, they had put a software on everybody's computer called AfterTrack. And basically what it does, it spies on everything you do. And it takes screenshots every minute.
So does it alert you at all? Like,
no.
Have you seen? Oh, okay.
No, it alerts well, I used to have it on my team, but again, I didn't like looking at it because I felt like, you know what? I told my team, hey, as long as you do your job, and which we were, and we were winning, we're good. I'm not gonna spy on you. That's none of my business, man. It's like, you want to go look at Walmart stuff, yo, I don't care.
Right.
But she felt that I was not being aggressive about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, my team is winning.
Yeah. Now that's another thing that I've learned as well. Like if you are a person that performs, and then if you become a people's leader versus the company leader, but still within the guidelines of following whatever the company's culture and policies are, like they don't like that either. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's just
I
kind
just
of like,
learned that.
yeah, they don't like you to be able to manage within your own skill set that gets people to perform if it doesn't fit whatever they think that it's only one way to do things. You know what I'm saying? So like it's just strange, man. It's strange.
And that's why I'm giving myself 5 years. Like, you know
Yeah.
what? Hey, I understand for now because I got bills to pay
Of
or
course.
whatever. So while you know, going through this pivoting process of
Yeah.
getting to the public sector, I still got to work that on the private side. But dude, I'm not here to make friends.
Yeah.
You know, how was your weekend? I have no life.
Right.
It's like nothing. I don't want to like. I'm here to work my job and that's it. Like I'm
Yeah.
willing to take a lesser role so I could allocate more time towards what I really want to do.
Same.
This past Thursday I was on a call for a VP role, and she loved me like, man, you know, and I told her like, listen, you know, I bounced around as a contractor. You know, I made money as a contractor. You know, you know, going back to what you said earlier in regards to how the employees hate the contractors, while the contractors don't give a flying fuck what the employees do.
No,
because we don't.
No,
we don't care. We don't care for the politics because we get paid by the hour based on the project that we've been given, and it's billable hours. So if I need to work overtime, you best believe I'm gonna get paid for it, and you're not.
Right.
So you working 50 hours for the week, I'm getting 10 additional overtime hours.
Yep.
And you know what? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, and just like what I was telling you, like with the company that I'm invested into, we'll get called in. Let's just say that it's a large event and they need more, let's just say servers, a chef, or a bartender. Like we'll come in, we'll staff whatever the building is, but you'll see the people that's working there. Like one, they don't like when we come in. Two, like all they're doing is just like bickering over things about whatever, and then like the owners actually love it because we come in and do our job, we get out of there. You know what I'm saying? There's no drama. There's whatever. We just do that to make our money and go home. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just a crazy place, man. Like, but I get it, man. I mean, like I learned a lot over this past year as far as like.
Oh, me too.
I don't have that. I'm not in a contract in the sense that you are, but in a way, I guess it is because
it's the same thing. It's just a whole different industry.
Right. And I've enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It's been giving me more mental peace, even to the fact that I'm just kind of like, I'm in a position now with the other streams of income right now that at the end of the year, because I've already hit some goals I needed to hit, like I can walk away from this office politics for now and then find a better situation for me mentally. You know what I'm saying? As far as not having to worry about things that don't really matter because I'm going to perform wherever I am. It's just who I am. Too. But it's just kind of like, who wants to go to a place where you don't even know what they're going to call you in for? You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, well, what HR is going to talk to you about?
Bro, when I told you, when that person set that meeting for 2:00 and I came in, I saw that meeting. I'm like, what the hell this meeting is about? And I sent an email. I mean, not email, but a chat messenger like, hey, you know, what's the agenda? You know, anything I need to prep for? Nothing, no response. I knew right then, like, shit, this shit's not a good sign. And I don't want to go through that shit again, man.
Nah.
I'm like, yo, I'm just done. I'm so done with that shit, man.
Yeah. But it's great to, you know, like what you're saying, and to your audience, if you can learn anything from it, always ask the question, stay curious. Because like you're gonna find the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because the answer sometimes is no answer because they already know what they're doing. So like if they can't give you the feedback of what it is, just go ahead and be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be surprised for what comes.
Oh, trust me, man. Once I had that gut feeling, man, when I saw the HR person coming towards me, I'm like, because she never walked around my area before.
Right.
And something told me she's coming towards me. It was just it was a weird day from that dream to that. I'm like, the whole day my mind was racing, but it's just like, you know what? Everything happened for a reason, man. And I got to go with the flow. But like you said, man, I want to put myself in a position where, through 5 to 6 years, I'm out of here, man. It's like if I had to come back to the States just to take care of business
Right.
See the family, extended
Right.
families, but I don't belong here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel connected here anymore.
Yep. And that's as simple as it can be, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the people who aren't on that same path, they're not going to understand it, and it's not really up to me to make you understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Thank
just kind
you.
of like it's just you're in tune with yourself. You know what it is. I know what it is too. Like, even to the fact that me getting back, like, some people that I do share my life with, they were just like, we've never seen you look so peaceful and happy, like,
Yeah.
from the pictures that you were doing down there. And like, it was like, you looked really good down there. I was like, well, I look good here too. They're just like, no, you look frustrated here. They were just like, you look like you're just here, whatever. Like, like, we've never seen you just that peaceful. I was like, I walk around looking angry. They was like, nah, but like, it's a different
But
look. And I was like, okay,
but the thing is, you never know what how you look when you walk around here.
this is correct. You're right.
Because my wife told me the same thing. Like, the other day, it's like, man, you dropping weight again. You don't look stressed. I'm like, damn, babe. I mean, did I look stressed while I work? Like, yeah, you look stressed. You look tired. You don't look tired anymore. And I'm like, damn, this is amazing how much stress we carry in our body when we don't even know it.
Absolutely.
And it's like, it takes someone else to tell us, like, bro, you look bad.
For real.
But you thinking that, hey, you got your fresh cut and all that, it's like, nah, I feel good. It's like, nah, bro, I could tell.
Yeah.
And when she told me that, it's like, man, yeah, it's just time. Sometimes it's just got to listen. I mean, I'm at that age now too. I ain't trying to fucking die with a heart attack.
Nah.
And I lost a few friends in the past 5 years, and they're 40s.
Yeah.
In their 40s.
Yeah.
From heart attack. And I have a 1-year-old. Nah,
I got you.
Nah.
Totally understood. Condolences to that, but yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. It's just, it's when I talk to some of these people who in these other countries who want to know, like, what the USA is like outside of what they see on movies and this, that, and the other, their feedback is normally, wow, you guys work a lot. It seems very stressful there. Like, that's what they go to immediately. They're just like, oh, that seems very stressful. Like, they may not make a lot of money where they live, but like, they don't live that stressful life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can be happy within that sense of their own means. You know what I'm saying? And it's just different. Like Colombia, I mean, you it seems like there too. They it seems like every other Monday. It seems like every other Monday they got a work holiday off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shit, that's freaking Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
they got a day off for everything, man.
Right.
Yeah, I've been to Colombia. I've been to I've been to Barranquilla, Medellin, Cartagena, Bogota, Buenaventura, Cali, and just recently Cali. So
yeah, Clyde told me about the Cali situation. That thing, like, he said he was going to try to get out there, but he couldn't. So yeah,
bro. I mean, have you been?
I haven't been to Cali. Not yet. Just Bogota.
Just Bogota?
Yeah, Bogota, Medellin.
Nah, bro. Once you go to Cali, man, it's gonna change everything, man.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, bro. No, when you go to Cali, I mean, Cali doesn't have the beach scene, but you go to Cali, bro, it's gonna change everything. You're gonna realize, you know what? And it's cheaper. It's cheaper than Medellin. It's cheaper than Bogota.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
definitely.
And the eye candy out there, man, it's top notch.
Oh, I already listen. Trust me, I know that part because for whatever reason, like, whenever I actually do, like, have a random conversation with somebody here in the States, 9 times out of 10, they are from, like, Cali, Colombia, and it's just kind of, it's just, I know what you mean. So I just can't wait to go see what's actually down in the Hit Factory.
Bro, yeah. I just got that. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous live stream where I show some videos from Cali. Yeah, bro. It's a whole different vibe, man. Especially if you're a brother, you take care of yourself, you're making some decent money, bro. You could live a good life in Cali. Like, trust me, if I were to live in Colombia, it would be in Cali. Because for one, we blend in. We easily blend in. And two, it's just like, there's so much to see and do in that part of the region.
Yep.
And it's just like, man, a single man in Cali? What?
Definitely got a plan to check out this shit.
Bogota, I didn't like Bogota too much, man. Bogota was more like, it was great to experience for 3 days. but
Mhm.
the high elevation
Yeah.
took me a day to recover from it.
Yeah, the altitude is crazy there. Most of the things I did in Bogota was mostly business. So like
Okay.
uh the nighttime would be the time when I would just actually, the people that we were doing business with there would show us, what they do or whatnot. So it still was kind of not a corporate setting, but like we had a fusion with some American companies that are down in Bogota as well, that we were bringing some American uh, dishes and American culture down a couple of times, and we had some video shoots to do,
Okay.
and some skits or whatnot to do down there as well. So like I get it, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, it's a big city, so I wouldn't know where to start if I was just trying to go down there. But like people, it's hit or miss. I always hear that the people are kind of cold, but like
Not really. I didn't
I
experience
didn't
that.
get
They were
that
pretty
either.
cool with me. They were
Yeah,
pretty
same.
cool with me. I mean, honestly, man. I was in Bogota back in 2017.
Hmm.
That's the last time I went, and
Gotcha.
I stayed in Zona T
Yeah,
area,
yep. That's where I was. Hmm.
and man, I was getting a lot of love. I was,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, okay, that's it.
yeah. Same.
And I went to one hip hop spot. It was a hip hop reggae spot, man. Cool vibes, man. And just 2017, people wasn't used to seeing a brother from the States, so they
Yeah,
thought that I was Colombian. And walked around and just had a good time. But it's just the first day, I didn't know about the air,
yeah,
so that took a toll on me, man. I went to Santa Fe, saw that shit. I'm like, whoa, this is different.
yeah.
And but it was a great experience. But have I gone back? No. It's like, nah, that's not for me. It's like, it was cool to say, hey, I was here. Like when I talk to
Yeah,
Colombians here in the States, I let them know where I've been, and they smile. And that's one thing I love about traveling. Like you tell people where they, that's from that particular country where you've been, and you could call out certain parts of that city or parts of
yeah,
that region. It's like, damn,
yeah,
you know more of my country than I do.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Exactly. You took the. That's what I was just about to say. Like, if I wear like Medellin's club team jersey, like their national jersey, like I get stopped like by people just like, hey, are you just wearing it or do you know? And then I tell them about it, and you could just see like the smiles on their faces, and like, and even to the fact that I've been vetted in some situations here where people just kind of like, hey, we do this on such and such days. It's like, I think you should come, and like they'll invite you into their communities if they feel like that you're interested in, knowing a little bit more about culture or whatnot. So like that part is dope as well.
I remember I went to Peru just back in 2016.
Hmm.
I was in Miraflores, and I came back to the
Yeah,
States. I was living in Miami at the time, and I was telling them places that I've been in Peru and Lima. Man, they were like, "Man, you've been to my country?" Like, yeah, I had a great time. The food is amazing,
hmm,
and they were just smiling, man. And it's just, again, you talk to people and you share, the experiences you had in those countries, man. And you get probably, they kind of open up to you even more.
yeah, yep.
So
There's a lot of respect behind that.
yeah, man. But yeah, I feel you, man, with in regards to the corporate world, man. It's just, I realize it's not for me. It's not for
Nah,
me. And if I got to do other side gigs that's less than I was making before, but I got a peace of mind and I'm not stressing
right,
out, I'll
right,
take that any day.
absolutely. And then before I get out of here, man, like you're right on that whole YouTube thing. When I came in, you was talking about the YouTubers.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
have
yeah.
some friends that do it. I know some people personally and who they are outside of YouTube. And I always tell them, I was like, y'all just like preachers, man. Y'all got an audience you got to get to. So I get it. I was like, you got to make them believe in something. So I totally understand.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's like in the beginning, bro, I was going against them, all of them. I was
Hmm.
jumping on, talking shit like, bro, that's not true. You lying, whatever.
Right,
Then I realized, like, I'm being the dead horse here. If people want to
right,
pay for that and give their attention towards that stuff, then that's on them. But I also realize these are the same people that would never travel.
exactly. And that
So
is a major point. And I tell people, I said, you can't argue with these people who believe in this stuff because they're never going to go find out for themselves and they're comfortable with that. So you just got to let it be. You got to let it
yeah,
be.
yeah, and that's why I stopped. I stopped, man. I know at one point people was trying to make me beef with BMT, and I'm like, bro, I don't
Yeah.
have any issues with the guy. It's just like,
Right.
if anything, now I'm proud of him. Like I told him, I jumped
Right.
on his live stream. Like, at one point I was talking trash, you know.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing that you've shown growth and
Right.
everything else, and I'm proud of you, man. It's like I respect what you do, but
Yeah.
you know, people try to my words and this and that, you know. It's like people like drama, and I'm like, yo, that's not me, man.
They really do. They really do.
It was like, I ain't
it's
got
just,
time for that.
I don't have time for it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I speak with BMT, and I tell him all the time. I was like, yo, I don't care about none of that. And he's like, oh, come on, man, you got to blah blah blah. He said it sells, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I said, I get it from your aspect, but I'm not into that, man. But keep doing it if you need to. But
I mean,
people, you got to think about it.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
think about what. No, it's my bad. But you got to think about like even what drives television sales here. What drives even politics here. Like, they want to see a train wreck. They want to see drama. They want to see something that seems worse than their own lives that they can find entertaining, which is kind of strange, but
True.
it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's true. And it's just like, for me, I can't support that. So,
No.
and especially the type of person I am, I tend to absorb other people's shit because my personality.
Yeah.
I realize, like, listen, I need to protect my peace.
Exactly.
So I choose not to partake in this foolishness. Now, if I decide to jump on the live stream, all right, cool. I just want to go ahead and fuck around for a good 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes are up, I'm gone. It's like, all right, I'm out.
Right.
Yeah, but you're right, man. I'm at a point now, it's just like, yo, these people will never travel, and they're okay with it. So I'm not gonna beat a dead horse and trying to convince you otherwise. Like, all right, you want to think the fucking sky is green? Shit, run with it.
Right.
It's like,
and they will fight you to the end about these people that they don't even know, people that they don't even know that we've actually met and know.
Yeah.
You know, like,
bro. Bro, I've met Checks in Effect. I met Barbara TV. I met No Excuse. I met a lot of these dudes while traveling in different countries. And it's like, you trying to make me beef people that I know personally?
Right.
Like, you know, I talk to them offline, right? It's like,
right.
But
you know,
it's wild, man. But definitely, I didn't know you knew Jay Clyde. Jay Clyde is a cool dude, man. He's living a good life in Medellin.
We talk every day. Like, yeah, he living it up. I'll tell you that.
Man.
That's one person that I'll say that when he speaks on something, it's gonna come to. So, like, he told me that he had a plan to get there, and everything that he said so far has come to fruition. So, like, you know, he's
living proof, man.
But he's a person that has a plan in life, and then he's executing. So, like, a lot of people can learn from him whenever he decides to give you his time.
Yo, I mean, I talked to Jay Clyde offline, man, and I respect what he does. I respect his relationship that he has out in Medellin. I'm like, brother, what you have is a beautiful thing. You live in a beautiful life, man. And all I can say, I'm proud of you. And that's one thing, guys. I have no ego to let or pride to tell a man, hey, listen, I'm proud of you, bro. You live in that life that most guys will never fucking live.
Exactly.
Probably not even the 1% will probably live this life.
Right. And I applaud him every day and root him on as far as, you know, he'll tell you, Grego was there for day one when I met my chick, and like, just to even see the growth in them, where they are now, like that is a blessing too, and it's amazing.
So it's funny. My wife and I were talking. We sound like, you know, the first day we met 9 years ago.
Wow.
9 years ago. It's like, yeah, I met you on the bus. I was lost. Like, yeah.
No, that's dope.
And I was trying to speak to you in Spanish with my broken Spanish. She's like, no, I speak English. It's like, I speak a little English, and she helped me out. And I'm like, damn. It's like whoever thought would be married with a son,
right?
You know, I'm like, damn, 9 years ago. And every day, dude, before I go to bed and I wake up, I kiss her, kiss her. I love you. And keep it going, man. And it's just like, you got to enjoy these little moments that you have, man, especially as we get older. And it's just like, if you can put yourself in a position where you could live your best life in another country, do it, man. Because I know a lot of brothers right now are actually living it, and we both know Jay Clyde is living it.
Right.
And you could, and you guys in the audience could do it too. Costa Rica, Panama, Belize. I mean, there's so many countries, Peru, Chile, wherever country you want to go to, Thailand, Philippines. Go fucking do it, man. It doesn't take much to live in these countries either, bro.
Just a plan,
Like,
plan and research.
honestly, if you put yourself in a position where you have a business or have a job that's okay with you working overseas, and you making $60,000 a year, just $60,000 a year,
That's
you
it.
living good.
You're living really good. You just have to have some disciplines. Like, you know, like I'm just telling you, you just got to have some disciplines in place.
My
Because
thing is this: once you decide to live in that country, you should not be doing tourist shit.
I agree 100%.
You should not, you should be doing everything the locals are doing.
Yeah.
And those are two. If you paying for box overseas,
There you go. That's what I was going
man, listen, I'm like, bro, you live in that country, you still paying?
with.
Bro, it's something's wrong with you, man.
Something is wrong with you as the individual, because you shouldn't be still doing that. Not saying
You should
that
not be.
I'm not policing it, but at the same time, you should have built some type of relationship where your money isn't, because that's where a lot of people go broke, I think, in that box bill. So like, because you can blow through. If you sit there and think about it for the moment, like if you like a weekend traveler and you do whatever, it's like, okay, then you go back to your normal life, back where you are. But like if you're still living like that and you live there, you're really gonna lose all your money.
Yeah. And if you are gonna pay for the box, again, if you are, hit one of those damn brothels, man. It's cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's just me. You should not be hitting the freelance. You know, it's like, bro, you live in that country, you should be speaking that language.
Exactly.
You should be attending these salsa class, cooking class, networking class. Meet people, man.
Meet people, and they're gonna find you just as interesting as you find them. Because again, what some people forget is that we're still exotic to them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
I was just gonna say that. It's like people don't realize how desirable other people see you as.
Right.
Like if you go out and just put yourself in the right environment, like where you can meet other people who thinks and move the way you do, they probably never had a black dude before. It's like, yo, I just want to try you out.
Yeah.
It's that easy, man. I'm like,
yeah, that's 100%, guys. If y'all hear that, just in between the lines. Well, I mean, just I'll wrap it up. But like,
yeah,
early this month, and when I'm in Colombia, even Brazil or wherever I am, I'll go to the grocery store because I like to cook my own breakfast and whatnot, just to kind of like cut the cost down. And I thought this girl was doing like maybe a Rappi Eats or something like that, because every time I looked up, she worked there, but she was on the aisle that I was on. And so finally, when I got ready to put my card up, she came and she's like, she was trying to speak English and I was trying to speak Spanish. It was crazy, but I guess it was still like cute and interesting to her. So I finally was just like, I asked her in Spanish, like, so what did you really want? And then she was just like, your name. Like that or whatever. I was like, but like you said, like they just find you interesting enough because it's not the norm for them doing certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's probably very rare that they just see, like where I was, just a person with black skin in the grocery store just shopping. Because I looked around, I didn't really see much else in there that looked like me, but it's all good.
Bro, I hooked up with a chick from Medellin in the grocery store. She would work in the meat section. And she looked so damn cute, man. I'm like, fuck it, man. I went with my broken Spanish. It worked. And it worked, man. I say, then next but I think it was towards my last day, the day before my last day, we hooked up, went out to eat, spent the whole day, and it was a great experience.
Exactly.
But again, I tell guys, dude, just look decent, man. Like,
yeah,
don't travel looking all sloppy.
No,
like, take care. Hygiene's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is what it is.
Especially to, when I first started, like just traveling outside of like marital traveling, like marital traveling, a lot of times it was just on resorts. You still kind of living the USA lifestyle, just wherever.
Yeah.
But when I travel on my own, I noticed that sometimes these people would take 3 or 4 showers a day. That's not really standard in the USA that people take that many showers in one day. But they care about their hygiene that much that if they go outside and it's the least amount of sweat, they're just like, oh, I got to have another shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes us as USA travelers come around, they watch us not do that. Not just saying you or I, but they just watch people to not do that. And they have, their own thoughts on like,
oh, dude, I've been told. Yeah. I've been told plenty of times how American men don't shower.
Yeah.
American men don't brush their teeth. American men
Mhm.
like just have poor hygiene, dude. I've been told of this
Yeah.
plenty of times. Like
Mhm.
they believe that Americans don't take showers.
Mhm.
So if they think Americans don't take showers, I'm wondering what they think about Europeans, because Europeans don't take no damn
No, they really
showers.
don't. They really don't.
I'm
Not at
like,
all. God damn, they don't. But they don't. Yeah.
man, but hey, I appreciate you joining the live stream. I hope you could definitely join more other live streams. But I really enjoyed this conversation,
Yeah.
man. I'm glad we have a lot in common.
Absolutely. I've always said that. Now, like I said offline when I talked to Clyde, I was like, yo, I believe a lot of things he says. He's like, he's right there in Atlanta with you. And I was like,
Yeah,
I keep
bro. I
forgetting that.
mean, dude, man. Shit, man. My information's on blackmantravel.com, man. Hit me up, dude. I'm more than happy to meet up for a drink or something, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I'll hit you up.
yeah,
I
because
think
dude, that's something I was telling my wife, man. I was like, I need some out here, man. I don't have nobody to hang out.
and listen,
It's like,
let me tell you. Yeah. And I'll hit you up offline because there's a lot of other stuff I want to talk about, but I just didn't want to talk about it on the public
all right,
forum.
it's all
But
good.
yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, man, because that's something funny. I was talking just yesterday. I was talking about my wife about it. I'm like, damn, I want to go out, at least go grab a drink, go smoke a cigar or something.
Same.
But it's like, it's cool to go out by yourself sometimes, but like, damn, what am I chopping it up with somebody?
Right.
So yeah, man, hit me up, man, bro. I'm more
Will
than
do.
happy to do that, and we go from there.
All right. Well,
All
good
right,
show,
man.
man. I appreciate
Thank
you.
you, man. I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate you jumping on the live, man. And I hope what I said earlier was, not taken out of context. I just wanted to share my experience with people. Like, yo, bro, nothing's not guaranteed, man. Whatever
Absolutely.
safe job you think you got, that shit ain't safe.
Absolutely. It's not. All right, bro. Well, I'm going to jump off. I'll let you continue with your show. I appreciate your time.
All right, be easy, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So, guys, I didn't think I would be up 2 hours, man. Thank you so much, man. This is a awesome live stream. I share my personal story with you guys, man. Your boy got let go from a high 6-figure job, so now it's time for me to pivot to do something completely different out of the norm, man. So, yeah, well, I'll probably be taking this YouTube thing a little bit serious, but first thing first, get into this government contracting thing is going to be my top priority. And like I said, the next 5 years, putting myself in a position where I could leave this country, man. I have no desire to retire here. I have no desire to do anything here. Just work, build up my money, put some things in line where, some automation process in place where that could generate some income for me. And I'm going to live overseas, man. So that's my game plan. Thank you so much, everybody, for definitely watching the show. And look forward to tomorrow. I'm actually having a live stream tomorrow with Fearless and Roland. The Lions Den. We're gonna do a live stream, man. It's gonna be an interesting topic. We're gonna talk about the high value man versus character. Lately it's been a lot of high value men doing some dumb shit, getting arrested for, sexual assault and everything else. We're gonna talk about that. Is being high value worth it? Versus character. Women are selecting men based on their income and what they could do for them, and completely ignoring a good man with character. So we're gonna have that real talk conversation tomorrow night at the Lions Den. But besides that, man, guys, I'm tired. Had a good live stream. Thank you, Good Time Gregio, for joining the live stream, and wish you guys the best, man. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. And go out there, get out the house, man. Don't be in the house all day. Go out there and get some sun. Enjoy the weather. Do something you want to do. Just get out the house, man. And live your best life. And God bless, man. Be easy and take care. Peace.